Hey, sports fans, Joe Gannascoli here with MoneySport.com. I'm here with Australian trainer Adam Kitchingman. Is that correct?
Correct, yes.
Correct. Do you train also in Australia or strictly U.S. now, or but back and forth?
No, I'm strictly in Southern California. I've been here about 20 years now. Started out here and been doing well.
You started in, what racetrack did you, mostly Del Mar, or no, it must have been all over Southern California?
Started at Hollywood Park. It's all Southern California. I worked in Australia for a leading trainer for a while, but came over here and got my license as a trainer right about 15 years ago.
I see. How many horses do you have are training currently?
I got about 16 right now in training. So, recently, last year, we had a horse called Gravitas that was a Derby prospect, and he was in the San Luis Fires and all that kind of stuff. So we got through that. But we went to the Kentucky Derby this year, and it was a lot of fun.
Beautiful. Kentucky Derby was great. Although I have to say that yesterday, for me, it was my first opening day at Del Mar. And really, I'm from New York, and I go to Saratoga, and I've been to the Derby, and I've been to the Belmont Stakes. I didn't see anything like this yesterday over there. It was quite the spectacle.
Yeah,
cool.
There's something they put in the water over here. I know.
It is California. It's pretty cool. Did you have any horses yesterday, opening day?
Yeah, we ran second in the third race yesterday. Ran a good race.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. And so, it's very interesting to me as, like, I'm sort of a novice. I was, an actor I'm an actor. I'm not for anything. But why is it that some horses have to be held and some don't? I'm just answering questions like, a normal guy would ask.
Some horses are more aggressive than others, so you have to hold them back so they don't burn out too early. If they go too fast, too early, lactic acid builds up and they'll tire late. So you want to try keeping an even pace. And like I said, some horses are more aggressive than others, so you have to try hold them back.
Yeah, but I noticed that you just brought a horse out and you were holding him until you got to the track.
He's a young horse, and he's like looking around and he's nervous, so they usually go with a pony or walk with the groom or a hot walker, just so that they're not jumping around and the rider doesn't fall off. So it's kind of a safety thing for the rider and also for the horse.
Gotcha. And tell me what the purposes of blinders is. Are they nervous around other horses and only like to look straight ahead, or they get spooked, or what's the deal with that?
A little bit of both. Just say if you got a young horse and there's a lot of people in the crowd, you want to try to make them focus on where they're going, but it also makes them a little more aggressive because they're just focusing forward. So it's just really help them pay attention and also just, less distraction for them.
Right.
That does make them a little bit too eager as well. So you'll see sometimes people put blinkers on or take them off. It's usually they want to get the horse into the race more, race day, or just keep them focused. And some horses like them, some don't. And it's not until you put them on race day to see if they do like it or not.
Do you decide where to put a horse in a race, or is it the owner, or how does that work out? Like where you place him to race where against who?
It usually comes down to the trainer. Some owners that are involved, they want to put the horses in certain races. But if you listen to the trainer's doing a good job. You want to take their advice. A lot of owners get emotionally attached to the horse, which is fine, but they don't want to run in claiming races. Well, that's good if you have a horse that's a stake horse, but a lot of horses aren't stake horses and need to run them where they can belong.
Right.
So it's a fine line.
Gotcha. And one last question is that when you have a horse in a race and you look to see who's in it, do you discuss a strategy with the jockey and say, look, this is the way I see the race unfolding, and at this point, then maybe middle pack, be up on in the lead, go for the lead? Or how does that work strategy-wise?
A good question. Me personally, I employ the jockey and I try to match the jockey with the horse. 9 times out of 10, if I look at the form and go, oh, there's no speed in the race, and I tell the jockey, hey, go to the lead. Well, like every other trainer's told the same story, and that race on paper that had no speed is now full speed. So generally, I just like to tell the jockey good luck. It's their decision when they get out there. They're going to make decisions really quick. And if you tell them, hey, go to the lead, and everyone's going to the lead, they feel like they have to follow that instruction. So personally, like I said, I just tell the jockey, hey, do your best and ride a smart race.
Right.
And leave it up to them.
Yeah.
So that's what works for me.
I mean, usually they say racing luck. I mean, so many things could happen in a race, right? And so you need that racing luck, and then you need the talent, and then you need the jockey, and of course the training.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a big part of that does come to luck, positioning. Like I said, if you have a horse that's on the lead and they're going really slow, that works out great for you, but, it's terrible for the person that's sitting 10 lengths last, it didn't set up very well for him. So there is a certain amount of luck in there. You could have the horse training better than anything, training great and get a terrible ride.
Right.
And like I said, it's not necessarily the jockey's fault all the time. It's just how the race played out. So, that's where luck comes involved.
Well, thank you. I know you got a busy day ahead of training, and so I appreciate your time, Adam Kitchingman, and have a great meet.
All right, thank you very much. I'm Adam Kitchingman, and you're watching MoneySport.com.